Ken, thanks for joining us. Really appreciate it.
Pleasure.
How's it for you right now?
I'll tell you what, we've had a great week. So we've been here since Sunday. Crowds have been fantastic. It's like a new look setup for this year's tournament. Just 2 tables as opposed to 4 tables. You know, it's much more condensed, more concentrated on the 2 tables. Better atmosphere because the public know who's playing. The top 16 are guaranteed to be here, and they know when they're playing. And since then, since the first day, there was like a sellout 1,200 crowd on the Sunday, and it just kicked off the whole tournament.
Yeah.
You know, it was a great start, and it's been brilliant ever since. You know, I know Ronnie lost yesterday, but we've had some great matches along the way. I mean, Jack Lazowski against Sean Murphy last night was sensational.
Yeah.
And of course we've got Ding back, you know, Mark Allen who's playing well, and some of the qualifiers have knocked a lot of the seeds out as well. So there's been shock, surprise. So we've had a bit of everything all week, you know.
Who's your one to watch at the moment?
Oh, I think Mark Allen is probably playing the most consistent of all because he's won the Northern Ireland, lost in the final of the British Open. Now he's in the semi-finals of this. It's great to have Ding back because Ding is a former 3-time winner of this event, you know. So he's won the most titles of all the players in the semi-final. My eye would be on Jack Lazowski. He played just phenomenal last night.
It was incredible.
I mean, he made 4 centuries in a row. Could have made 5, missed the yellow, and that would have been a record. No one has ever made 5 in a row in any ranking tournament.
Was that a bit of a shock for you with Murphy?
Was it a bit of a shock? Well, was it a shock? I just think Lazowski's been playing well. You know, he's been playing full of confidence. You know, I thought it was going to be closer. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't see him. You know, just absolutely blitzing Sean last night because of the way Sean played against Judd. But it was great to see, you know, and I think he could be, you know, a really big star in our game because he's full of flair and panache and, you know, he goes for his shots and he plays a bit like Ronnie in a way, like a left-handed Ronnie, you know, so he's very exciting to watch, you know.
But is snooker a little bit like golf in the sense that it depends on the day?
It is.
Your psyche on the particular day,
absolutely,
etc., etc.
I mean, we'll have to wait and see because you know you can't go out and knock in 4 centuries in a row every day. You know, it just doesn't happen. So every day is different in sport. But what you've got to try and do is trying to find a consistency. You know, and that's what every player is looking for. And it's a level of consistency, a high level of consistency. All the top players do that. You know, and that's something that Lazowski's trying to search for. Be interested to see how he comes out and plays against Mark Allen, who, as I said, has been playing really well this season.
How often do you go to the table?
Believe it or not, I'm still on the tour. I'm qualifying for the German on Monday, so I'll have to drive from here down to Leicester to play in the German Masters qualifiers, which are all next week. You know, so yeah, no rest for the wicked.
No.
But I still love it. I love the game. You know what
course.
I mean? As I got older, it gets more difficult, and I'm not like, you know, I'm nowhere near where I was like, you know, 20 years when I won the World Championship, you know, over 25 years ago when I was one of the top players. You know, I was competing in semi-finals and I've been in 3 UK finals, you know, and 3 World Finals, 2 Masters finals, but I'm not at that level. But I still, my love for the game hasn't waned. Yeah. I still love playing. I love competing. I don't like losing, but I still love.
No one likes losing.
But I love doing the punditry. You know what I mean? I enjoy that. And I enjoy the company and the punditry, you know, they're good lads, and we have great fun, you know, we great crack with JV and Dennis.
It's a great camaraderie, isn't there, between you all?
Yeah,
I've seen.
Yeah, I think that's very important in any sort of work life, isn't it? You know what I mean? That you get on with your peers and that, and they're my like snooker family, you know, all the pundits.
See, when you were saying 25 years ago, I had a little chuckle because that just makes me feel incredibly old.
How do you think it makes me feel?
Young kid on TV, and it's like you sat at the side of me right now and say 25 years ago. Oh my gosh!
I know how time flies.
It does, yeah, absolutely.
People always ask me, you know, what's the difference, you know, between, because the following year I lost in the final, you know. So, but the year I won it, I came back to Dublin. I'd stopped crying for 3 hours in Dublin City, you know. The police commissioner said to me, he told me the story, he said they hadn't had a phone call for 3 hours in the central police station, and he said, Doherty, you should be on television more often. He said, you know. But I came back to an open top bus through the city centre, you know, like that's normally staged just for football, national teams or whatever, you know, lying in the streets, you know. Yeah, it was just amazing.
It's one of those moments that you'll take.
Yeah, an open top bus, like all the way from the airport, all the way through the city centre, and then down to my my own village in a suburb of Dublin, you know, and it was just incredible. The following year, I get all the way to the final, you know, just one match I'd lost, like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, after getting all the way to the final, get back to Dublin Airport, have to get a bloody taxi home.
Isn't it amazing? From
Just one match, just one match.
Yeah.
Well, it's brilliant to speak to you.
Yeah.
Ken, you're a gentleman.
You are.
Thanks for
pleasure.
joining
And a
us.
scholar.
No problem.
Put it there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers. See you in 25 years, sir.
Take care.